teenage girl gets written up at school. Disruptive, defiant, disrespectful. The forms are filled, the behaviors noted, but it's not recorded. Her mother's sudden death, the nights that she spent couch hopping, the fact that she's surviving on vending machine snacks. For most of the last century, institutions responded to people like her with discipline. They asked, "What's wrong with you?" That question was baked into detention slips, prison intake, and psychiatric charts. In 1995, Dr. Vincent Felitti at Kaiser Permanente and Dr. Robert Anda at the CDC launched a study that would quietly rewire that mindset. It was known as the ACE study. It surveyed 17,421 adults. It asked about 10 types of childhood trauma: abuse, neglect, divorce, addiction in the home. What they found changed everything. The more trauma a person experienced before age 18, the more likely they were to suffer chronic disease. An ACE score of 4 or more increased the risk of heart disease by 220%, depression by 460%, and suicide attempts by 1,220%. Trauma wasn't just psychological. It showed up in blood pressure, immune function, and early death. The data was undeniable. In 2014, the U.S. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration formally defined trauma-informed care. It wasn't treatment. It was a framework. It was a way of recognizing that behaviors often mask injuries. It outlined 6 principles: safety, trustworthiness, peer support, collaboration, empowerment, and cultural sensitivity. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with you?" the model urges systems to ask, "What happened to you?" That change took root. In Massachusetts, juvenile justice programs rewrote disciplinary procedures. In Oregon, early childhood centers trained staff in trauma recognition. In New York City, several hospitals added ACE screenings to intake protocols. Results followed. In one Wisconsin school district, suspensions fell by 40% after adopting trauma-informed practices. In juvenile corrections, recidivism dropped where trauma frameworks were fully implemented. Neuroscience backed the shift. Trauma alters the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the prefrontal cortex, areas responsible for fear, memory, and reasoning. These aren't attitude problems. They're brain responses. Not every system makes the shift, but where it's applied, outcomes improve. And people, especially kids, they're treated as humans first, because most aren't broken. They're just injured. And healing starts when someone finally asks the right questions. These are Interesting Things with JC.